Hi everyone, I'm Adi. I'm an intermediate volleyball chess player with a provisional rating of 1255. In this series, I'm climbing to 2200 in rapid games on chess.com. I'll be playing different kind of openings, but at the moment I'm playing 1e4 and the accelerated dragon against 1e4, and against 1d4 I'm going for 1f5, which is the Dutch system. So, excuse me. So my last game ended while my opponent disconnected, so I'm trying to have a proper game by playing white again, just to ensure that it's all fair and square. So I would see if I'm able to get white, because that white game wasn't a proper game. So if it's not gonna give me white, I don't know what to do at this point, honestly. They just keep pairing me up with, because they just don't want to give me white. So maybe I can just refresh, I guess. Yeah. It's only fair that I get white, because that white game wasn't. Nah, I don't know, because I've aborted the game more than 5 times already. So maybe I'll just continue playing this, honestly, because I'll just play the Sicilian again. But my previous game as white wasn't the best, so knight c6. There was a time in a row I was playing like 4 or 5 blacks in a row. Like, I could vividly remember I was playing 4 or 5 blacks in a row, but just saying if I could get another white game, because that one wasn't. But whatever comes, I'll take it. So it's d4 would be the invitation to the open Sicilian, and there's a delayed overlapping with c3, and I think with knight c3 we transfers back into the closed Sicilian, and there's ideas of bishop c4 and with immediate e6. So this is the open Sicilian. If they take, I can play g6, which is completely normal. They can take, I take back, and we transpose back into, it's still the open Sicilian. I think if bishop b5, what do I do that kind of scenario? Bishop b5, maybe I just play queen b6. Yeah, threatening to take twice. Yeah, I think maybe I just play queen b6 with bishop b5. Excuse me. And there's knight c6. If knight c6, if I take back, there's always ideas of king d4. But I think I've checked that. After knight f6, if they play e5, there's knight d4. And after c4, I have queen b6. And with that, I force the queen trade. And after queen takes b6, knight takes b6, I'll be much faster to developing. But I think they'll be much closer to like castling. But it says it's relatively okay-ish for black. I think this like maybe the second time I'm properly getting something like the accelerated dragon setup. Yeah. Sorry. I've casted too many times, so I just don't want to abort the board again so that I don't get banned. Yeah. That's what I'm just trying to avoid. I'm sure my opponent is contemplating on playing bishop e3, or bishop b5, or playing something like f4, or playing bishop c4 as well. So if bishop c4, I think I just play e6. Yeah. Yeah, if bishop c4, I think I almost instantly respond with e6. And with f4, if I play knight f6, after e5, knight d5, so decide to take, okay. So is this a new account? I mean, this is relatively old. It's at least it's older than my account. So, wow, I've never seen something like this before. If I play knight f3, if I play knight f6 and they play e5, knight d5, now may c4, I can always go back to b6. So let me play. If I play knight f6, they're almost going to respond to g6, g5, bishop g5, and after bishop g7, castles, h5, and the pause turns begin. So let me play knight f6. I don't have problem with e5, honestly. I can always go to knight d5. So I play bishop g7. I think I'm still trying to learn the structures of the Sicilian properly, because there's just many nuances to how you play these kind of structures. Because I've seen ideas of where I play e5 and I run to and I run into bishop g5, and if castles they play bishop h6. If like something like this, let's say how have I run into that kind of situations? I think something like, let's say knight c3, if I castles they play bishop g5. No. So let me say I castle here. No, how do I explain it? Okay, like I just want to demonstrate it. Like, let's say they play knight c3 and I decide to castle and they play something like f4. No, they can't play f4 because that's top bishop g5. And let's say they play something like okay, let me take it again. Let's say they play something like c3, I castles, and they play knight d how can I demonstrate this? Okay, let's say they play something like rook e1, I castles, they play knight c3, I play e5 here, then they play bishop g5, and I decide to play maybe this, let's say I play d6, and after going d2, because my rook is on f8, and they always get the position whereby they play bishop h6, and I'm forced to trade, or just move, or just continue development. I take back with the king, and they play h4, h5, and my king side is exposed to all sort of attack. So I've been in that kind of situations before. So I'm just going to castle in this position. Maybe I want to play d5. Yeah, maybe d5. After e5, bishop here check, then I'm forced to give up. So I'm going to castle. Okay, bishop d2. I think d5 should be nice here. Because if d5 now, if e d5, knight takes d5, knight takes, and this queen takes, I guess. I think d5, or do I just play d6? No, I don't think d6 is optimal here. So what is my move? I can play e5, I can play d5, I can play rook f8, and I can play h6. But h is always give the idea of bishop c1. Okay. I play d5, e d5, then I play bishop b7. After that, I can play e5 after rook f8. So let me play d5. Do I just take back? Okay, I just take back with the pawn, and I have this big pawn center. Maybe I just take back. But if I take back after knight here now, how do I deal with it? So which way do I take back? CD5 on that takes D5. I mean, we both are going to have the bishop here anyway, so there's no strict advantages to any of those parties. I mean, it's always nice to have this knight around my king to constantly defend my king, but yeah, maybe I just take this way. I mean, and I'm having an isolated pawn now, but I mean, my knight on d5 is quite solid. Yeah, maybe I should have taken back with the pawn. Okay. So I'm thinking of something. If knight b5, no, if knight b4, the bishop goes to e7. I can take here. And if bishop takes, I can take here. So let's say knight b4, bishop back to e2, bishop takes on c3, dc3. No, but dc3 is not forced. You can play bc here, and if I takes after rook here, yeah, maybe I should have just taken like that, honestly. Yeah, maybe I can safely play bishop b7 now. Yeah, I think I'm playing into what they have calculated. So maybe I have rook f8 now, queen c7. So rook f8. Yeah, maybe I should have moved my bishop back now, my pawn back now. But yeah, I think I'm playing into their variation. Yeah, I'm always running to something like bishop h6 almost every time. Almost every time. I'll be surprised if taking, maybe I could have just taken the pawn. But if I take, they're going to do bc3 and the bishop on b7 probably would be hanging. Yeah, then maybe I can play queen c7. Hmm. Mm. I mean, something like queen a5 looks very much nice. That's if this pawn is defended. So let's say I've played e6 and queen a5, then I'm able to take here twice. Takes. If bishop takes, then I take. But my bishop on b7 would be hanging because of this. Yeah, so maybe bishop b7 wasn't the best. I mean, I can quickly just play something like e5 anyways. So, if f4, knight g5, h6, knight h3, what is my move? If I go back knight f6, I'm giving them the option to double my pawn. So, another thing I figured out I could do is play f5, but after knight c here, I'm forced to trade, am I? No, I'm not. Okay. If I play f5, I'm always scared of pushing pawn these days. I weaken my king, right? If I play f5 here, knight c4, queen d6, and after something like bishop here, yeah, then I can just take. Yeah. But if I play f5, knight here, I can't play queen d6 because the bishop on b7 will be hanging. Right. Then I have to play bishop c8 again, wasting a move. Yeah, bishop c8 to play bishop a6 to avoid this check as always. But I can't play bishop d6 because there's a rook on e1. And I don't want to play e6, blocking in my bishop. So how do I stop this idea? I can play e6. I can play e6. If I play e6 now, yeah, I think the only reason I'm playing e6 is that there will always be options of bishop f8. That when the knight comes here, I can always threaten to just take back. Yeah, I think that's why I played bishop e6. I don't have any logical conclusion about why I played it like that. That's my only reason why I could say that I've played it. Okay, so this I knew they would eventually go for. Well, I don't want to give up my light square bishop, so I'm going to play bishop c8. Or what if they play something like this? Do I just takes, knight takes, and what is my move after that? And I have something like queen b6. Yeah. So let me play bishop c8. Yeah. I mean, I always have to avoid options of discover check anyways. So queen d6, queen b6 is certainly my next move now, because I have to find a way to develop my dark square, like this rook on a8. So I have to find a way to develop it. Yeah, I think I'm not feeling much comfortable in this game. If I play queen b6 and after b4, I can't take on b4, because if bishop takes b4, and if knight takes b4, bishop takes b4, I don't have anything. Okay. So if I play knight e7 to play knight f6, if I play knight e7, the reason why I want to play knight e7 is to make sure that, okay, that doesn't work as well. And that doesn't work. I'm going to play this anyways. After b4, I can't take. After b4, I have a5, and if they take, I take. So let me play knight f6. Yeah, if I play a5, then they play a3 in a way that I can't take, because if I take, they just replace that. Yeah. Okay, so they want to avoid any discovered attack, which I think is quite reasonable. And so I think the best thing for me is to play queen b6. Yeah, so these I'm sure they were gonna play. If a5 now, a3, okay. If I play e5, what is wrong with e5? e5, what is wrong with e5? Maybe I can play h4 as well. So okay, so what is my move? So let me play h5. Yeah, let me play a5. They will play a3, then I play h5. I want, like, I don't want to give up my light square bishop. So if I take, they move the knight. Where exactly? Do they have any discovered attack? Okay, so if I take, they don't have any check. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so if I take, so let me play queen c7. So if I decide to take now, what's their point? What's their strategy if I take? Am I missing anything? So if queen takes a5, they play something like this, I just take. If queen takes a5, this is hanging. This will be hanging. And if they play this, I just take back with the bishop. So let me play this. Yeah, I mean, it's quite rough now. I have the pawn majority on the king side. They have the pawn majority on the queen side. But if I'm able to get rid of that knight on c5, maybe I should start an attack. So after bishop f8, I think after bishop f8, I should be winning that pawn. I hope I'm not blundering anything. No, I'm not even winning the pawn after bishop f8. Okay, so they want to trade. So trade takes, if I take, and this is defended twice. Yeah. Oh, I can. Yeah, I think I can take. Takes, queen takes, bishop takes. Oh, so if I take. Oh, so I can see the idea now. Oh wow, this is good. So if I take on a4, queen takes, rook takes, and after bishop here now, I'll be losing both of my rook. So maybe I just play queen c7. Yeah, maybe I just start with the e5 now, honestly. Yeah, I just have to blow the board open with f5. Yeah. I mean, I need to find a way to develop my bishop. Yeah. Okay. So what is their plan? If I play rook here now, what is their plan? They take, takes, queen takes, so that doesn't work. So if I play f5 now, do they want to play this? Yeah, I think the thing about my bishops on the back row is that it seems like they are not attacking anything, and who knows? Wow. Oh, do I get checkmated? Wow. So if I take, rook takes. Okay. Yeah, so I just need to calculate this now. Bishop here. Okay. Yeah, let me just come down and calculate because I feel like I'm winning. If queen b7, if rook here, rook a7 check, king here, and after this check, 6 I can't take. So what if I play this, and he played this? I mean, if I'm able to get my bishop here, I think I should be fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting down low on time now. Maybe I just take on e4. Yeah, maybe I just take on e4. Yeah, maybe I just take on e4. Yeah, maybe I just take on a4. Okay. And after this, Yeah, I think I'm taking on a4 next. Yeah, I think I'll be taking on a4 next. I'll just play rook e8. Yeah, I think I'll be taking on a4 next. Yeah. I'll be taking queen a4. Yeah. Rook e8 takes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm able to force the trade of the queens and the rook, I should be completely winning with an extra bishop. Yeah. Yeah. So if they play g3 and I take on a4, I think they are trying to go for this kind of setup where they play queen g3 and this and this and this, but this doesn't work. Yeah, they finally resign. Yeah, this is winning. Yeah. So yeah. So this was completely winning. Yeah, I assume so because yeah, I think that was just a blunder from them. They were going to play a5. So if they play, I saw that if they play a5, I had queen a4 anyways. And after queen g3, which I think they were going to do, I was going to play rook e8. And let's see the move somewhere else. Yeah, then I just take regardless. So I think, yeah, so let me just start the game review. Did I even change it? Oh, did okay, I changed it. Yeah. So I played, but I'm very sure I made series of mistakes. No, I only made one mistake. So we start with this, and I played the Sicilian as usual, and this was pretty good. LF3 was good. Bishop G7 was alright, and the castling here was good as well. And here, wow, striking with D5 was really good. Oh wow, let me check. So striking with D5 or rook B8 was really good here, or D6, even D6 is good. So strike with D5, and this was a mistake. Yeah, this was the mistake. CD5 was absolutely good here, but I was scared of after rook E1, and I could play my bishop B7. And if what was I scared of again? I think I'm only scared of this kind of scenarios. And I play D4, bishop takes, and after knight E4. Oh no, they can't play that. That was just a mistake. Knight E4, then bishop G7. Then I'll be having the two bishop to myself. So bishop B7 here. Queen C7 here was completely fine. Rook C8 and knight B4. Oh, knight B4 here I saw. But I thought that they were going to play this. So Queen C7 C5. So this doesn't work. Oh, this doesn't work. Yeah, and there's no way for me to bring back my bishop. Oh wow. Even here, I'm just completely losing after BC3. Yeah, so BC3 was why I didn't play it because, and my bishop, yeah, so I was able to evaluate the position correctly that my bishop on B7 would be hanging after that. So this was a mistake. I had to play A5 immediately. So this was a mistake. And why was it a mistake? Because after C4, RF6, and yeah, and with this kind of scenarios now, I'm completely pained. So I had to play H6, bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes, and white is just much better because I think the light square will be weak, and my bishop is just steering to rook E D8, queen C1, D7, and after this now, so let's say they play B3. If I play C5, they are just going to trade, and they will be much better because I think their pawn is much more advanced, and with the better pawn structure, they can always create a counterplay on the queen side. So that's why e6 was here. I should have just taken back like this, and I'm just like very good here because after rook e1, I can just play bishop b7, and queen e2 here. I even have d4. I can just play e6, and I'm just completely. And with this, I don't force myself to create a dark square. And even after I play something like this, f5 will be totally fine. And I'm going to have a far advanced pawn on d4, which is always going to be protected after rook fc, e8 or c8. Yeah, so knight d5 taking there was a mistake. Yeah, so this is what I was saying, that when I took, they could play something like this, and after knight f6, they can play this and this. c4 here is a mistake because of knight. It's not a serious mistake because after this takes now, and b3, and after bishop g7, let's say bishop e2 from. Oh, wow. Okay. This is the pawn. So let's say bishop f4. d6, yeah, with d6 now, I think everything is just bad because it loses the rook on a1. So that was the idea I was trying to show. So, and here was a mistake because, and here I should not have gone back. Why? Can I just play queen c7 here? And queen c7 was queen e7, queen c7, or bishop c8. So why isn't I giving bishop c8 a mistake? Because it's one of the engine moves. So here, I should have just give up the bishop. So I should have just given up the bishop. So I was considering here. What was I considering? I was considering queen c7, rook c8. I never saw rook c8, but I was thinking of rook c7 after queen g4. Then I can play bishop c8 now. Oh, wow. And if queen h4, with the idea of playing this, just take, bishop takes, take, and bishop e6 should be fine. And after rook b4, if it's taking a mistake, oh, okay, there's always the idea of rook takes c7, and I can't even protect that anyway. So bishop c8 was a mistake because of c4. I think they play c4. Yeah, they play c4 immediately. Then I had to go back to knight f6. Even knight b6 was much better. So I went back here. Yeah, it was a very good move. Bishop f8. Yeah, so I wanted to play bishop f8 immediately. So queen c7 was good here. Queen d4, so I can develop like this. So yeah, so queen d4 I saw, but I felt like after this, we did not queen c4. Oh, so I had that. I mean, bishop e3 was why I didn't play this. Because if I take, what was I scared of here? No, I don't think I was scared of. Oh, then I had queen h4. Oh, wow, with the idea of playing g3. And after this, like, I can always open up that king. Well, okay. So c8, and here a5 was the best move here. A5 was the best move. I saw a5 and I wanted to play. I think I wanted to play a5, e5. Yeah, I think these are the only two moves that came to my mind. So these are the top move by a5, and here I should have just taken. So here I thought that a3 was best here. So knight a4 was even good. Knight a4, queen c7, and do they take now? I'm just down a pawn here. So yeah, bishop a6 I saw. Yeah, I think I saw bishop a6. Well, this is just like +1 for white. So after this, I should have just take. No, not here. After this, and I think so. I should have just take. Oh, and the rook can't even take. Oh, wow. Queen f3 now. Oh, wow. And I'm just like, it's not that much better, but it's like, the margin of error has greatly reduced, and I'll just be up a pawn in this. I mean, they can always get it back with something like let's say h3, bishop. Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to play bishop f8, knight b3, queen d8, rook e d1, knight d7. Wow, I just had to defend like, and the queen takes e6. Wow. After bishop takes a2, bishop e4, queen h4. Wow, my head is spinning. So here they took like this, which I felt allowed me back into the game. And after this, bishop a6, I wanted to play, but yeah, but I play bishop f8 anyway. Bishop f8 and bishop a6 is almost the same. Or playing d5. So I played this, I take, and which was correct. Rook a6 now, or bishop b4. Wow, and I'm completely losing here. Why? Yeah, I think because of, maybe because of this. Wow, is that why? Yeah, because I'm running out of squares. Wow, I'm losing because of bishop b6, queen d7, queen takes, rook e d1, and when my bishop moves, because when my bishop moves, I'm going to lose this. Yeah. Wow. And I just have to take, queen takes c4, and after bishop, d8. Wow, I'm just completely down. A bishop for 2 pawns. So after queen b3, I was happy to saw queen b3. I mean, I didn't know that I was losing with that tactic. So i5 immediately. Yeah, I don't know why they played this. I just felt like after this, rook b8. I mean, taking was not bad as well, but it's the second best option. I saw rook b8, and I don't know why I was thinking that they could have taken. Oh, then I take like this, and after this, then I go, wow. Oh, wow. So after bishop b5, I felt bishop b5 was a mistake. So, and this was a mistake as well. Bishop a6 still. Oh, wow. Queen a2. I just take. And c5. Yeah, c5 with check was what I was greatly afraid of. Oh, then I saw queen f7. If queen takes, I'm just going to trade like this. Takes. And queen c4. Complete mayhem. That queen d1. Bishop a6. It's completely much better here. h3. And king f7. Then I bring back king into the game. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So this was not bad. So I made a couple series of mistakes. After this, queen c6, which I played. Bishop b7. Bishop b7 was good. Rook. Yeah, I immediately saw rook a4 after bishop b7, but even bishop f7 was still good. And after this, I don't think there's any way to get to my king. I felt like they are going to start throwing their pawns now, but after this, now I'm just going to collect these pawns. I'll be up 5 pawns, and if these now, queen takes c4, check. Yeah. And I just take like this, and I'm completely fine. Yeah, so that's how the game went. And I'll have to, no. They resigned after this move because they ran out of move. Yes. Yeah, I think the computer was completely showing my ideas to follow up with rook is taking on a4, regardless of what they do. I think a5, this I saw, then and does this still even work now? Oh, this is a mistake. I have gone it. Yeah, I mean, I always have ideas of taking this c4 pawn, and after rook e1, queen takes, and anytime they trade, I know that I'm completely winning. Yeah, I know I'm completely winning anytime they take. So after the unfortunately bad network by my opponent in the previous day, I'm able to get a good game. Maybe not the best, but a very good game on day 37. So if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.